Hello there, I'm Brad Barton and welcome to 1.21 Geekawatts, an extremely low-tech look at the 1.21 most interesting stories in geek pop culture today. It took a while for significant news to start emerging from Lucasfilm about the Star Wars films in the Disney era of the franchise, but now the news has been coming fairly fast and furiously. On Friday, news broke that Rian Johnson will write and direct Star Wars Episode 8 and will write a treatment for Episode 9. Woo! As you may know, Johnson is the writer and director of Brick, The Brothers Bloom, and most recently Looper, the sci-fi time travel film which fairly universally blew everyone away, and it overperformed at the box office, so it's a win-win in just about every column. This comes after the recent appointment of Gareth Edwards and Josh Trank, each being hired to direct a Star Wars spin-off film, meaning a one-off film separate from the core Star Wars saga. So, 3 thoughts on this. 1, J.J. Abrams is not going to do more than Episode 7. For now. This isn't necessarily a huge surprise, as coming out of the Star Wars Episode 7 camp, it sounded like this was probably going to be it for J.J., for now at least. He is a fairly busy guy, so that makes sense. 2, in writing a treatment for Episode 9, Johnson sets the stage for some nice story continuity between Chapters 8 and 9. I'm sure that there will be other Star Wars production staff that will have a hand in that story. Kathleen Kennedy, maybe Lawrence Kasdan as well, but that's interesting. I also wonder if this means that depending on his experience with Star Wars Episode 8, directing and writing, that he might be a candidate to direct Episode 9. We will see. And finally, 3, Lucasfilm is hiring all the cool kids. Writers and directors all who have created some great original acclaimed material, but have also delivered within the studio system, and they all have cool cred, which is pretty impressive. Take Josh Trank, for example. He created the low-budget Chronicle. It was a hit, and now he's directing Fantastic Four over at Fox. So the point is that these guys are really smart cookies, but they can also play nice under Hollywood auspices and with Hollywood budgets. I would say that the force is strong with all of these directors, but that would sound pretty hacky, wouldn't it? Oh, I just did it. Oh, man. I did it anyway. Sorry. Also, on Friday, it was announced that Rosario Dawson of Sin City and Kids fame was joining the cast of Marvel's Daredevil series on Netflix. On Marvel.com, her character is described as, quote, a dedicated young woman whose quest to heal the wounds of Hell's Kitchen brings Matt Murdock, that's Daredevil, unexpectedly crashing into her life, while her own journey forever alters the course of his battle against the injustices of this broken city. Very dramatic. But her character has not been named. So what character is she playing? Let's speculate, shall we? I nominate these 3 candidates. Number 1 is Karen Page, there she is, a sometimes love interest of Daredevil, who, over many, many years, who has her ups and downs in her own life, but at one point founds a free drug and legal clinic, so that sounds fairly accurate, right? Might she be playing Elektra, a sometimes love interest and assassin who was portrayed by Jennifer Garner in the Daredevil film? There is Elektra right there. She doesn't have a very good day in this comic at all. Or I have also seen some internet speculation already that perhaps Rosario Dawson is playing Typhoid Mary. There she is right now. Doesn't she look pleasant? She is another sometime love interest and supervillain who suffers from mental illness and a dissociative identity disorder. So you know that that's a healthy relationship between Mary and Daredevil. We'll find out who she's playing. We have no clue just yet. In the early 70s, Daredevil had another love interest, because this guy gets around, who was even more famous than those that I just discussed. She even shared the nameplate, or masthead, or title, or whatever you want to call it, for a couple years with Daredevil. For today's trivia question, name that Supergirlfriend. The answer to Friday's trivia question was Saragar, and the first person who responded with the correct answer was Dimitri Detsaridis. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. From Brooklyn, New York. Congratulations, Dimitri. You win a tiny koosh ball that also looks like a pink flamingo, right? Aren't you glad that the prizes are actually imaginary now? Hey, that's it, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the chance to nerd out with you. If you enjoyed this bite-sized chunk of Geekitude, please do share it with a nerdy friend and help spread the word. You can subscribe to the channel if you've not yet done so, and you can always reach out to me and say hello, or let me know how you think it's going in the comments section attached to this video, or over on Twitter, where I can be found at BradBarton72. That's all for today's 1.21 Geekawatts. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you Wednesday. Bye-bye.